Oh, we are on our last vocabulary word for today, and that word is jumble. Jumble, again, is a vocabulary word, intermediate level, that I have taken from my reading of Chapter 7 of David Copperfield. And this intermediate level vocabulary word means confusing because it's all mixed up. Everything is mixed up, so it's very confusing. Let's see how we can use this in a sentence. Here's a situation. Lisa was invited to a weekend in a cabin. So she's going on a weekend somewhere. Now she was in a hurry to leave her apartment. We can say Lisa packed her bag. And that's a perfectly fine sentence. But if we want to make it sound like she was in a hurry and she didn't care if it looked nice, she just threw everything in there, her clothes, her cleaning products, her shoes, everything very disorganized and ugly, we can say she jumbled her items into the bag. So let's see. She jumbled her items into the bag. Let's change this into a passive voice sentence. Her items were jumbled. Her items were jumbled into a bag. Now that we say it this way, her items were jumbled into a bag, we can imagine it's very confusing and ugly looking, and we don't know what's in there. There are many different things, and it's confusing. Her items were jumbled into a bag. Now let's make a when question with that sentence. When were her items jumbled? When were her items jumbled into a bag? And the answer is right before she left. Her items were jumbled into a bag right before she left. She threw them in there. She didn't care how it looked. It looked ugly. It looked confusing. Let's try jumble with another example. Here's a situation. The restaurant was very busy, and the cashier was confused. When John went to pay for his bill, she charged the wrong amount. She gave him the wrong bill. The reason she gave him the wrong bill was because there were many bills, and she got confused. She wasn't sure which one was his. There were too many things, and she was very confused. We can say she jumbled the bills. The cashier jumbled the bills. She made the mistake of taking the wrong one because she got very confused. There were so many of them, and they were disorganized. She jumbled the bills. She jumbled the bill. Let's make a passive voice sentence with that idea. The bills were jumbled. The bills were jumbled. Let's make a when question with this sentence. When were the bills jumbled? When were the bills jumbled? And we can say during the lunch rush hour, because that's when all the bills came, and she got confused. There were so many and they weren't organized. During the lunch rush hour, the bills were jumbled. All right, thank you everybody for watching today and practicing English with me, and I'm so glad that you stayed until the end, and I will be back again very soon, and we will read Chapter 8.